What is up, hooligans? Happy freedom. Welcome to another episode of Coffee with Hooligans, where we try to make the news suck a little less. I appreciate all of you guys being here. If you're over on Rumble, please hit that thumbs up button. More likes equals more hooligans. Go and read through the schedule really quick, and then we will be checking on all the chats. So let me know how you guys are doing today. Then, of course, we will be getting things started. We're starting off with a video titled Judge Denies Trump's Bid to Scrap Hush Money Conviction. Just trying to stay up to date with this stuff going on with President Trump and his looming court cases that are just forever looming because they just won't do away with it. Then after that, we have a video titled Trump Sues Pollster J. Ann Caesar or somebody, claiming Iowa poll was brazen election interference. Looks like President Trump's looking to win some more lawsuits, and I believe he will. And then we have an interesting video titled Donald Trump trolling Canada's woke leader Justin Trudeau. Apparently Trudeau is being pressured to resign right now. We have another video that goes with that. It's titled Trudeau just got confronted and called out by a fed up citizen on live TV. Like I said, he is being pressured to resign. Then we got follow-up video here titled Trump offers hope as TikTok makes last-ditch bid to avert U.S. ban. Right now, TikTok is on schedule to be banned on January 19th if they do not sell to an American. And President Trump, as we played yesterday, he says he has a warm spot in his heart for TikTok because he believes that TikTok played a part in him winning the presidential election. And so we'll see what's happening with TikTok. Then we got video titled New Jersey Mayor Says There's Radioactive Material Missing Amid Mysterious Drone Sightings. You guys were talking about this yesterday, and I told you I'd try and find a video on it, and we did. It's interesting. It's really just more drone stuff. The radioactive material stuff is, I don't know. I don't know. I'm kind of surprised that they told us about it, but they waited 15 days to actually say anything about it. Anyways, then we got video titled Former Google CEO Suggests World Be Ready to Pull the Plug on AI. Apparently, they believe that AI is going to take over and we need to have a kill switch on it. And we'll see. I don't know if it's quite fear-mongering, but it's a lot of speculation, I'll say that. Then we got follow-up video titled More Details Emerge About the Shooter at Madison, Wisconsin School. Yesterday, there was a school shooting and we covered it, but the details were really messy. And so we got a follow-up video here, hopefully providing a few more details. I don't know if we'll ever know for certain how it all went, but it's a follow-up. Then we got a video titled AOC Makes Play for Top Democrat on House Oversight Committee. AOC can't even get the support of her fellow Democrats, let alone the thought that she's going to run for president. It's really silly. Then we got a video title. Well, actually, these next two videos go together. First one, police have detained 14 people in Aurora, Colorado. They say they don't know if it's connected to TDA, even though it's the same exact apartment buildings that Trende Aragua was taken over. Then the follow-up video is this is 100% gang activity, and there's a high assumption there may be affiliation with the Trende Aragua gang. So both those videos are pretty much about the same thing. It's just trying to get some coverage of details there. Then we got a feel-good video of the day and our funny video of the day. Our feel-good video of the day is titled Wise Words from Muhammad Ali, and our funny video of the day is titled Festive Candles for the Holidays. It's coming up next, but first we're going to read through the chat, see how you hooligans are doing today. What day is it? Ooh, I almost ended the live. It's Tuesday. It's Taco Tuesday. All right. And what is up, everyone over on jeffmaclive.com? Holy, what's going on here? What's up, damsel? Happy freedom. Wonder if we got something going on. I probably need to refresh the page. Either way, what is up, everyone over on Rumble? Let me see who was first today. MU, I believe you were first today. And I appreciate you racing to the chat, MU. What's up, AR16? Happy freedom. What's up, Sawdog? What's up, Tony Rez? Happy freedom. Let me see here, scrolling through. What's up, Pumpkin? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Russell? Happy freedom. Scrolling through. What's up, Rappy? Happy freedom to you if I didn't get you already. Let's see here. What's up, Sage Pup? Happy freedom. You guys waiting on me. Oh, yeah, I had a technical thing I had to mess with. That's why it looks like this. What's up, Sly Dog? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Mr. Satan? Happy freedom. What's up, Kirk Allen? Appreciate you being here. What's up, Zupio? What's up, Screaming Eagle? Happy freedom. What's up, Garth? What's up, Grom? What's up, Shake and Bake? Happy freedom. What's up, Jeb? What's up, Salty Ragu? You see here. I think we are good to go. Hit that thumbs up button over on the website. Salty Ragu, you can't get the chat to work. Why is that? Holy. All right, I'll work on it. Just give me a second here. I don't know why that's happening. So many technical problems today. What is up, everyone over on Kick? Happy freedom to you. What's up, everyone over on Twitch? What's up, Tony Rich? What's up, Magic Moon? Happy freedom. And what is up, everyone over on CommieTube? Got my big blue banner there for no fucking reason. What's up, Proud Patriot Girly? Happy freedom to you. Mr. Satan, you're omnipresent. Appreciate you. What's up, Waylon? Happy freedom. What's up, Shanti? Appreciate you being here. What's up, Toy Mafia? What's up, Rachel? Happy freedom. What's up, Shanti? What's up, Slide? Slide Dog, you're omnipresent. Appreciate you. What's up, Barney? Happy freedom. What's up, Tammy C? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Status Quo? Proud Patriot Girly, I did get your email. I did watch some of that video. O'Keefe, they're the ones that actually put out that information. I'm not sure who that guy is, that video you sent me, but he got all of his information from the O'Keefe, whatever they're called, the OMG group or whatever. They just had an undercover reporter going on a mandate, is what it looked like, with some person of intelligence from the White House or some shit, and they were talking about old man Walter is on his way out because his mental decline is about as low as it can go. But thank you for sending me that, Proud Patriot Girly. I'm trying to find something shorter to show, though. That video was too long. I'm working on it, but thank you. Let me see here. What's up, Mike Ray? Happy freedom. What's up, Eye of the State? Let me pull up X really quick. What the fuck is that? You never know what you're going to find when you go on X. All right, and happy freedom, everyone, over on X. I'm gonna have to work on the fucking website while I'm doing this. Today sucks ass. Let me fucking tell you that. Today sucks ass. Anyways, we're gonna start in this first video, but before we do, I gotta remind you guys really quick, we have these I solemnly swear to be a hooligan t-shirt. This design was created by Alistair. Alistair is a badass in just about everything he does, so I will be posting his link in the chat for you guys to have the opportunity to hire him for your creative needs, because if you think it, he can create it. This design does come in shirts for men, shirts for women, tank tops for men, tank tops for women, pullover hoodies, zipper hoodies, coffee mugs, stickers, dog tags, and we even made Christmas blankets in this design. Today I got the spooky green hooligan badge on. I will be dropping all the links in the chats while we're watching this first video.
A New York judge has ruled that Donald Trump's conviction for falsifying records to cover up a sex scandal should stand. The case stems from a $130,000 payment made by Trump's former lawyer to adult film actor Stormy Daniels ahead of the 2016 election. Trump denies that the payment was made to silence her about an alleged affair. On Monday, the judge rejected arguments from Trump's legal team that presidential immunity invalidates the verdict, that found him guilty of 34 counts of falsifying 2016 records to cover up the payment. Trump denies. In a 41-page court ruling, Justice Juan Merchan said Trump's actions were, quote, decidedly personal and did not interfere with presidential authority. Trump's lawyers had argued this case would hinder his presidency, but prosecutors say overturning the jury's decision would be a, quote, extreme remedy. Trump's lawyers did not immediately respond to a request for comment. When a Manhattan jury found him guilty in May, it made Trump the first U.S. president to be criminally convicted. Trump pleaded not guilty, calling the case an attempt to disrupt his 2024 campaign. The now president-elect was initially scheduled to be sentenced on November 26th. That has been postponed indefinitely after his November election victory over Vice President Trump pleaded Kamala Harris.
Okay. So just kind of keeping in pattern here. Sorry, I'm doing like 16 things at once. At least I'm not muted. Anyways, they're doing everything they can to not throw this case out, even though it's already delayed indefinitely. They're holding on for like a Hail Mary. They think at the last little bit here, they're going to be able to turn this around and get him in 2029 or something like that. When he's no longer president, they're going to try and bring it back. I don't think it's going to work out for them. Next up, we got Trump sues pollster J. Ann Caesar. We're going to go with that because I don't know what the fuck her name is. Claiming Iowa poll was brazen election interference. Now, we're going to just hop right into this because this is more Trump legal stuff going on. If you have a membership for the website, give it another try. I just changed something and maybe it's all better now. Either way, like I said, we're going to get right into this. This is Trump sues pollster J. Ann Sizer, claiming Iowa poll was brazen election interference.
But we start here at 11 with some breaking news as President-elect Donald Trump is now suing longtime pollster J. Ann Selzer, the Des Moines Register, and its owner Gannett over Selzer's Iowa poll that showed Kamala Harris leading in Iowa by 3 percentage points right before Election Day. Local 5's Dana Cyril is joining us live in studio to break down the lawsuit. And Dana, what is Trump and his team claiming right now?
Well, Joseph, the lawsuit says it is looking for accountability for, quote, brazen election interference favoring former presidential Democratic candidate Kamala Harris in the most recent Iowa poll. The lawsuit filed in the Polk County District Court last night claims Selzer engaged in an unfair practice, saying the Iowa poll deceived and misled readers. The lawsuit cites previous Iowa polls which favored Democrats who ultimately did not win their races and continuously references the influence Trump believes the Iowa poll has on Iowa's voters. It even claims Trump's campaign and other Republicans were forced to divert resources after the November 2nd poll was released, saying, quote, consumers within Iowa who pay for subscriptions to the Des Moines Register were badly deceived. Trump is also alleging the poll was leaked and manipulated. This claim is in reference to a tweet posted about the poll an hour before it was released. The lawsuit says this leak went against Seltzer's poll of secrecy, adding to that argument that the poll was intended to aid Harris and harm Trump. A spokesperson for the Des Moines Register released a statement saying, quote, we have acknowledged that the Seltzer Des Moines Register pre-election poll did not reflect the ultimate margin of President Trump's Election Day victory in Iowa. We stand by our reporting on the matter and believe this lawsuit is without merit. Ultimately, the campaign says in the lawsuit, quote, the odds of a pollster with the experience and track record of Selzer innocently missing the presidential race are outside any reasonable range of error, saying it is proof of intentional wrongdoing.
Well, hopefully President Trump will win that lawsuit as well. I assume he will. I bet these people are really shaking in their boots now. We thought they were jumping ship over on Capitol Hill. I bet these reporters have been talking that shit for the last 4 years, especially the ones that were calling him Hitler. I bet they feel a little, like they're squirming a little bit. President Trump said he was going to do something about it, and I guess they didn't believe him. And he's making it happen right now. I'm real excited. Every time I see another lawsuit, I get even more excited for Inauguration Day, because this is him just doing his own thing. I can't wait to see what he's going to do for all of us. Next up, we got President Donald Trump trolling Canada's woke leader Justin Trudeau. We're going to play this video and the next video back to back. Both of them have to do with, are they a president? Is he a president? I don't know what he is. Canada's governor, Trudeau, he's being pressured to resign. It's coming up next, but first we're going to read through the chat, see what you hooligans think about President Trump's hush money trial being delayed because they won't do away with it, as well as President Trump suing these assholes that were committing election interference. What's up, Cody? Happy freedom to you. Trump hitting them back. Love it. Absolutely, Cody. They're getting what they deserve. They signed up for it. You know, it's in a just world, this is how anybody would treat somebody, you know, causing defamation and all that kind of stuff. And that's why ABC had to pay back the $15 million, and I guess they have to do a public apology. Now he's going after people for election interference. I wonder if he's going to go after Colorado and all them for trying to keep his name off the ballot. Like, I don't even know what all he can do. All I know is he's not being held down by court cases right now. And so I think that's why he's taking these jabs right now, going after people. Yeah, Betsy, a prime minister. That's what I was thinking of. Thank you. What's up, Free League of Texan? Happy freedom to you. Sage Pub, what? The Democrats tried to cheat? Business as usual. Yeah, Sage Pub. Celebrate Snooks is hot. MU, he won anyway. We the people said so. Absolutely. What's up, DCat? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Seppa? Happy freedom. What's up, Status Quo? What's up, Kalikaku? Kalikaku, no more Corinne Jean-Pierre. What do you got it? Pickard? I don't know. Can we stand another month of this foolishness? She won't even come to work. There's no press briefing today. I was looking for it, but it just didn't happen. We ain't got too much longer of it. I think it's 34 days until Inauguration Day. And then we'll have Caroline Leavitt. And I think she's going to kick ass being press sec. Guess he can order a nuclear strike on Denver, I think. That changed their attitude. Snooks, he's a piece of shit prime minister. Yeah, I agree. Happy freedom, man, that. Guess I'm not sure if this is part of the issue, but the website makes you look a lot fatter now. No, I'm just doing that on my own, guess. Thank you for letting me know, though. I'll get working on it. Happy freedom breeze by you. Thank you for being here. What's up, Lisa? Happy freedom. Is she gone? Well, she's missing in action. She's not gone yet. I'm sure we'll see her again before her job is done at the podium of lies. Hooligans Island, Orange Eagle is the world president. Absolutely. And happy freedom, Hooligans Island. Waylon, Canada would love Trump as a president. I think so. Maybe not every Canadian, but there is a lot of Canadians that I don't think they'd be that mad being the 51st state. Yeah, Prop Patriot Girly, that is an interesting video that you sent me. I just need to find something smaller to show on the live. It's I try not to show anything that's longer than 6 minutes because then people just start leaving and stuff. But I do appreciate you sending me that video, and we are going to show that information as soon as I can package it up neatly. Corey, are you able to see when people subscribe to the channel? Yes. I am, but I don't know that the system works 100% of the time. And YouTube is back to fucking me. Like, they stopped for a while and our numbers were going up. But now I'm back to, I can't even remember what the number, I think it's 128. For almost 2 years, every 30 days, YouTube would say 128 people unsubscribe. And it was always the same exact number for 2 years, every 30 days. And then we stopped going live on YouTube for almost a whole year. We would just show the first video and then we would leave. And I stopped doing that so we could pull more people from YouTube over to Rumble. And at first, our numbers started going back up on YouTube. And now that it's been like 3 or 4 months, now we're starting to get back to 128 people being unsubscribed from my YouTube channel every 30 days. Nobody over on X. That's okay. All right, hooligans, we're going to get into this next video. But before we do, I want to remind you really quick. If you would like to participate in our annual Christmas unboxing, you are welcome to send me and Klaus something for Christmas. Everything I receive between now and Christmas Day will be placed under the tree, and we will be doing our Christmas unboxing during Christmas Day. To participate, you can use the wish list, or you can send me something of your choosing straight to the P.O. box. I'm going to post both links in the chats really quick. First link is for the wish list. The other one's for the P.O. box. Make sure you guys get this information before we get too close to Christmas Day, and then we won't make it in the mail and whatnot. But here is the links. Lisa, dirty underwear? I mean, it's usually a secret what you send me, but you know, I haven't received that yet. I'm actually surprised. You know, we're going on 5 years of doing this, and I'm actually surprised nobody sent me that yet. Either way, there's all the info you need if you would like to participate in our annual Christmas unboxing. Like I said, we're going to play these next 2 videos back to back. It's Trudeau being a loser. This first one, let me get it pulled up really quick.
Well, just...
This first one's titled, President Donald Trump Trolling Canada's Woke Leader, Justin Trudeau. Now, that's how they titled this, but a big part of this is just talking about how Trudeau has a lot of pressure on him right now to resign. Hit that thumbs up over on Rumble and let's get this rolling.
Well, Justin Trudeau looks set to resign after two of his ministers resigned within minutes of each other. Here is the opposition leader, Pierre Poilievre, explaining whilst on the floor of Parliament the chaos that ensued and has led to him possibly standing down any minute now.
The finance minister resigned the day she was to present the fall budget, which was going to contain a massive deficit overrun. The job then went automatically to the industry minister, who immediately resigned, like on the spot, which then went down the line, and the next person in order was the famous two Randys. Why won't the Prime Minister have the courage to come in here, present it himself, and put it for a confidence vote tonight?
Now, this is very exciting because if Trudeau does indeed go down, it's going to lead to elections where Conservatives are highly likely to romp it in. And it's very interesting, Gabby, because this came about with his finance minister because she and he had a disagreement about Trump saying, I'm going to slap 25% tariffs on all goods coming from Canada unless you guys get your border under control and stop trafficking drugs and people. Thank you very much. So she had a falling out with him, so we can actually thank Trump for what looks like deposing a useless leader in his neighbouring country.
Yeah, and we've heard from Trump as well. He's come out, of course, trolling in true Trump style, calling Justin Trudeau Governor Justin Trudeau. But it's funny because Justin Trudeau just a couple of weeks ago was calling himself a feminist and saying how sad it was that America rejected electing a female president not once but twice. And then here he is having a thought with his female finance minister. But you know, I think this is the Trump effect in action happening that we're seeing over in Canada as well, because Justin Trudeau has just been known as being a woke leader. With his, if you look at his track record, it's for the he's got a carbon tax, he's decriminalised weed. What else? He's got the immigration crisis in Canada as well. We're going to play a bit of Justin Trudeau. Should we do it now?
Yes.
Here he is with his grand plan about plastic bottles.
And what do you and your family do to cut back on plastics?
We have recently switched to drinking water bottles out of when we have water bottles out of plastic. Away from plastic towards paper, like drink box water bottles, sort of things.
Paper water bottles, there you go. You know, I saw a poll recently that said that Justin Trudeau is heading to be one of the worst prime ministers on record. That's how Canadians are feeling at the moment. There's vision of him getting heckled. I don't think too many people are going to be sad to see him go.
No.
The way those people chew their vowels. She said no, and it sounded like it had 5 vowels in it. She's like, no. I don't know how people talk like that. Either way, Justin Trudeau sounds like he's on his way out. I bet Canadians are super excited about it because I've been hearing nothing but Canadians bitching about Trudeau ever since we were covering the Canadian convoy. And we covered that in its entirety. We were doing like 10, 12-hour days when that was going on. And every person that was on the camera was talking about how they can't stand Trudeau. Everybody in the chat was saying the same thing. So I bet Canada's pretty pleased right now to hear that there is pressure being put on Trudeau for him to actually resign, and then they'll be able to hold a special election, I believe it would be. It's kind of like what's going on in South Korea. They actually impeached their leader over there, and they're going to be holding a snap election. Exciting things are happening. Next up, we got Trump offers hope as TikTok makes last-ditch bid to avert U.S. ban. Like I was saying, TikTok is on schedule to be banned January 19th unless they sell to an American source. And they're trying to get it delayed. So obviously this all has to do with President Trump. They're trying to ban TikTok the day before President Trump is coming into office, and now TikTok's trying to get a little bit of a delay. If they do get the delay, then President Trump's going to take over, and that's obviously going to change things. It's just whether or not they're going to be granted this delay, or if they're just going to be forced to be banned on the 19th, and then probably President Trump will bring them back the next day. Either way, we'll see. But first, we're going to read through the chat, see what you hooligans think about what's going on with Trudeau being pressured to resign. Guess Canadians take pride in the fact that any one of them could beat him up. Absolutely. Guess Canadians are pretty fucking tough because they don't have guns and shit, so they gotta be buff, they gotta know how to fight, they play hockey for fun, stuff like that. Canadians are pretty tough. Trudeau, he is not tough at all. He don't have a tough cell in his body. Guess I'm not on TikTok. I'm over 14 years old. Yeah, you'll be all right. You'll be exempt from the ban. Guess you'll be good to go. Matt, Justin Castro. Yeah, that's what everyone was saying during the convoy, or the Canadian convoy. Zero Trick Crazy's the new prime minister. That's what they should do. Put a hooligan in charge. No regrets. No regrets. That's what it'd be. Hair juicer, paper water bottles. What a leader. Yeah, hair juicer. How manly. Matt, he always sounds panicked and flustered. I agree. He sounds a little bit more calm when he speaks in French, but then nobody knows what he's talking about. Guess I'm a male Kamala. Yeah, he is. Guess let's trade California for Canada. Yeah, that'd be all right. I don't see why not. We gotta extract all the hooligans out of Canada, or out of California first. But yeah, we could do the trade. I'm down for it. Zero, Canada ban guns. Yeah, they keep putting out gun laws. They hardly have any access to firearms at all. All of it's based around hunting and stuff like that, and then they continue to restrict the little bit of guns they have access to. Jay Spray, happy freedom to you. Damn, Trump's gonna fix Canada too. Hell yeah, 51st state. Hair juicer, skid mark unders for Christmas? Noted. Yep. I'm waiting. Like I said, almost 5 years. I'm really surprised it hasn't showed up yet. Matt, the only reason he doesn't grow a beard is because then it would be even more obvious that Castro is his father. Yeah, Matt. I'm thinking so. I think you're right. People have been saying that as long as I've known who Trudeau is. Too old to care. Trudeau and Zelensky would make a lovely couple. That's mandates right there. They'd be sitting there with their hands out towards each other. What's up, Rip Curl? Happy freedom. Kalikaku, I remember you during the convoy, Jeff Mack. You were really cranking it back then. Well, it kind of comes and goes, Kalikaku. I mean, we do Coffee with Hooligans year round, but then when big events happen like convoys, riots, trials, certain trials and stuff, when that happens, it pretty much takes over what we do, and then we start putting in long hours. Just like the campaign, right? We were just doing this, and then when we didn't have anything to do at night, we were playing video games and stuff on Jeff Mack Gaming, which we might bring back. But as soon as it came into election season, we let everything go, and we just focused on that. We were doing 3-4 rallies a day, and that's how we do things around here. And I don't see anybody else doing that. So it boggles my mind why we got low numbers, because we're the only ones out here doing what we do. I see people out there looking fake as fuck. 500,000 followers and shit. I don't know how that works. I'm not fake enough to be famous. Sage Pup. They know the hammer is coming down and Trudeau is a corrupt closet case. Idiot. Yeah, Sage Pup. Yeah, they said all of his people have already resigned. He's trying to go down with the ship, and Canada's saying, look, the ship ain't going down. Like, that's what's going on. You're going to have to just get out. He's trying to hold on for dear life. Crab Nebula, I get notifications from YouTube today. Wait a minute. I didn't get notifications from YouTube today, only Rumble, but I checked and my settings haven't changed. Yeah, Crab Nebula, it's because YouTube manipulates who gets notifications and who don't. That's originally why we created Discord, is because we would go live and 2 hours later everybody would show up and we'd be wrapping it up and they're like, well, what the fuck? Well, it's part of YouTube's manipulation. So to get around it, if you join Discord, you'll get a notification as soon as we go live. Status Quo, oh no, the Klaus Daniels manger is empty. He'll be appearing. I didn't give him any treats, so I assume he'll be showing up. I think that's what's been screwing things up. I give him treats right before I go live, and then we don't see him for the whole live. Screaming Eagle, this is my rifle, this is my gun, this is for killing, this is for fun. I'm still confused. It's alright as long as you got both, Screaming Eagle. That's all that matters. DCat, Whitmer is doing the same thing in our state right now. Bearing guns, that's her, wait a minute. That's her thing now. I'm just saying, pay attention, look it up. I'll check it out, DCat. Pumpkin, Klaus is watching the girl kitties outside. He might be. You never know. Salty Ragu, YouTube doesn't do anything wrong. Yeah, I guess. Hair Juicer. Ah, my bad, Hair Juicer. What's up, Nefties? Happy freedom. Please drive safe. What's up, Sven? Happy freedom. We have guns in Canada. It's just long guns. Yeah. Handguns, very strict rules. Yeah, Sven. We were covering when Canada passed some sort of gun restriction. It might have been a year ago at this point. A lot of people were surprised that there was even gun restrictions because most Americans just think that Canada doesn't have any guns. But I know that you guys have like hunting rights and stuff like that. Magic Moon, Trudeau is a child. Yeah, he's flamboyant as shit. I've never seen anybody as flamboyant as Trudeau. He's a little girl. What's up, Spirit Matter? Happy freedom. What's up, Terry? Appreciate you being here. Hooligans Island, Justin Trudeau and Emmanuel Macron would make a great couple. Yeah, France's leader, France. Their president is pretty flamboyant too. I guess you're right. It's Macron and Trudeau. They're in a race for who could be more feminine-like, because they're both at the top of the list right there. What's up? I am Daniel. Happy freedom and Merry Christmas to you. What's up, Terry? Merry Christmas to you. Corey Luca, I learned something from Salty today. Don't hit windows with your wrist. We're 10 seconds. Corey, I've seen 3 different videos now where some guy put his arm through a window and then immediately regretted it because they cut all their tendons on the inside of their arm. Like I said, 3 separate videos I've seen in the last 24 hours. Somebody getting mad, putting their arm through a window, realizing they can't stop the bleeding, and then crying for help. And 2 of those people I watched actually died. So I'll check it out at some point, but chances are I've seen it. Those videos are circulating right now. I see so much death every day just being on X. Probably not a good way to sell X, but that's okay. I'm just being honest because that's what I do. Next up, we got Trump offers hope as TikTok makes last-ditch bid to avert a U.S. ban. Like I said, it's coming up next, but first I want to remind you guys really quick, if you would like to participate in Free Speech Saturday, make sure you post all of your memes over on Discord or on jeffmaclive.com. Just hop in the group chats on either platform. You'll see the tabs labeled memes. Drop what you got and we'll shout you out as we're making Saturdays more fun. Let's get this pulled up. All about the TikTok ban. Hit that thumbs up over on Rumble and let's get this rolling.
TikTok is making a last-ditch bid to avert a ban in the US. It and parent company ByteDance filed an emergency request to the Supreme Court on Monday. They're asking for an injunction to halt the ban, which is set to kick in on January 19th. That's based on a law passed by Congress in April, which says a block can only be avoided if China-based ByteDance divests the short video app. The Justice Department has said that the company poses a risk to national security, given its access to vast troves of data on TikTok's 170 million US users. An appeals court has already rejected claims that the ban violates free speech protections. In their Supreme Court filing, the pair argue that Americans should be allowed to choose to view TikTok, free from what they call government censorship. On Monday, they were given a possible glimmer of hope by Donald Trump in his first news conference as president-elect.
You know, I have a warm spot in my heart for TikTok because I won youth by 34 points. And there are those that say that TikTok had something to do with that. Now, Joe Rogan did, and some of the other people that were recommended by my son Barron, he knew names. I said, who is that? Tell me, who's that? Dad, you gotta be kidding. I can't believe you don't know. And I did those interviews, and it was actually sort of cute. Do you want to know the truth? But we did them, and that had an impact. But TikTok had an impact, and so we're taking a look at it. But
during his first term, Trump had tried to ban TikTok, but the move was blocked in the courts. He has since reversed his position and said during this year's campaign that he would try to save the app. In the Supreme Court filing, ByteDance and TikTok argue that delaying the ban will allow justices to give a ruling and give the Trump administration time to make its own assessment.
Well, like I was saying, they're trying to ban it the day before President Trump gets into office. President Trump has been saying that he thinks TikTok had a role in him winning the election. He thinks that's how he was reaching young people the best, was by putting videos and statements and whatnot over on TikTok. And so he was saying yesterday while he was live that he has a warm spot in his heart for TikTok. So it sounds like President Trump is not interested in banning TikTok. And like we've talked about for over a year now, TikTok, though, they try to sell it like they got to ban TikTok because of China. China in your phone is bad. But they don't give a shit if there's a Chinese spy balloon in the sky, if there's drones being flown by China, or if China walks in through the southern border. They don't care about China then. But if they're in your phone, then, oh yeah, big bad China got to ban TikTok. Again, they don't give a shit if Facebook sells your information to China, but the fact that China can just access it from their own app for free for some reason is a problem. Now, the servers for TikTok are held in Texas. They're not even in China. It's just owned by China. And the government can't rule its censorship because they can't tell China what to do. And China, I believe, is who makes the community guidelines for ByteDance that hands it down to TikTok because it's owned by ByteDance. And so because the government can't censor TikTok the way they want to censor it, the same way that Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and all so on and so forth are all censored, they all have like a blanket censorship. If they ban a word, all platforms ban that word. But TikTok won't because they don't have the power to do that. That's why they're forcing TikTok to be sold to an American industry, is that way they could have control over the censorship of TikTok, and that's what this is all about. Now, President Trump is trying to make a big stance on freeing Americans from too much government, so I think that this could ultimately be another fuck you to the Democrats by not banning TikTok and claiming that this is a fight for free speech and stuff like that. I think that would, make him look good and whatnot, and President Trump likes to look good. So I assume that TikTok's not going anywhere, but we'll know on the 19th of January. Next up, New Jersey mayor says there's radioactive material missing amid mysterious drone sightings. Now, you guys were telling me about this yesterday, saying that you guys believe, that's why, some of you believe that the drones are in the sky because they're looking for this radioactive material. That's what this guy is kind of saying. It's coming up next, but first we're going to read through the chat, see what you hooligans think about this TikTok ban. What's up, Sam? Happy freedom to you. Breeze by you. It feels like Thursday. It does kind of feel like Thursday. I actually thought it was Friday. I thought we had a voice chat today. I was wrong. Zero Baron saved TikTok. Yeah, I think so too. Reading through. Here, Juicer, tacos do sound good. I'm gonna run down to the ship that tries to kill me with tequila. Well, be safe out there, Hair Juicer. Zero, well, we can still do a voice chat if you think it's Friday. Yeah, we might. Ghostly, the short form ruins minds. I agree. I think short form content is not good for your attention span and all of that. But it's not just TikTok. Everywhere has got it. Facebook has got it. Instagram has it. YouTube has it. They're talking about it coming to Rumble too. Short form content with just an endless scrolling wheel. It's addicting because of our dopamine addiction that we have. That's the whole reason most of us are on social media, is because we have a dopamine addiction. But I don't think the short form content's going to go anywhere. I think they're going to keep it. It's good for advertisement. And that's what these platforms care about, is making money, sticking ads in your face. And you can stick a lot more ads in someone's face if they're only watching videos for 7 seconds versus 10 minutes. Because that's how it used to be. 10-minute videos used to be the popular thing. If you had a 10-minute video, you were doing the thing. And then they lowered it to like 5 minutes. Between 3 and 5 minute videos was the most popular content. Now it's like 10 seconds. 10-second videos are the most popular videos now. And it's because everyone's attention span is so low. It's also a lot harder to unite if you have the attention span of a flea. I've been kind of thinking about that in the background. The lower your attention span is, the more you got the brain of a dog, where you're just like squirrel, and you're doing that shit, it makes it really hard to unite. If you had a reason for everybody to get together and stand against something bad, it would be very difficult when everyone's got the attention span of a goldfish. And I think that ultimately that's probably why they're pushing it. They're using our dopamine addiction against us to shorten our attention span. So if they turn around and butt fuck us, we are not going to be able to unite and fight back, because we're going to have an acorn inside of our head as a brain. And that's how it's going to go. But that's my own little speculation. Saying I'm dope, I mean, yep. Zero effing pissed at Rumble. They started inserting ads and long videos every 9 minutes and 30 seconds. Jerks. Yeah, Zero, I keep hearing about Rumble having a lot of ads. I got Brave browser, so I haven't seen ads in like 2 years. But I've heard that the ads have kind of gotten out of hand on Rumble. Zupia, I like squirrels. I want to be reincarnated as one. I think about that stuff too. Like, I see Klaus laying around without a care in the world, and I'm like, if there's reincarnation, maybe I'd want to come back as a cat. But then I see dead wildlife, right? Like dead cats, dead squirrels and shit on the side of the road, and I'm like, maybe not. Maybe not. Ghostly, no hate on the ads. That's how they pay the bills. Yeah, Ghostly, it is how they pay the bills. Well, it's part of it. They also have, it's changed now. But when I started live streaming on Rumble, you had to pay a membership fee. You couldn't live stream on Rumble unless you paid, I think it was $100 a month was the cheapest plan. And then after a while, they lowered it to $50 a month. And I believe that's when I joined, is when it was $50 a month to go live on Rumble. Then it went down to $25 a month. Then it went down to $5 a month. Now I don't even think you have to pay to be on Rumble. I still do, just because, I don't know, I'm sure I benefit somehow off of it. But yeah, they actually, a big portion of them paying the bills comes from people like me and people like all of you having memberships and paying for Premium Plus and all of that kind of stuff. But yeah, ads contribute too. What's up, True Crazy? Happy Freedom. Congratulations on being voted in as the new Prime Minister for Canada. We've all been discussing it for 2 days now, just waiting for you to show up. Congratulations on your victory. Sage Pup, you're all on computer crack. Yeah, pretty much. Bellist, happy freedom to you. People scroll shit instead of having discussions during coffee breaks. No hooligans left. There's hooligans, but yeah, that is a thing. It is annoying to like go and visit with friends and then they just stare at their phone the whole time. And it's like, could have stayed at home for that shit. Yeah. Bella is TikTok gives you brain rot. Yeah, the community over on TikTok is super toxic. You can't post shit on TikTok without them telling you you're doing it all wrong and everything else. They are super toxic. I think it's all the liberals. I don't know. I think it's just toxic people in general, because it's not just liberals. Sometimes I'll see people post, it could be anything. It could be a fucking video of their dog, and sometimes you'll see toxic ass conservatives over there like, why don't you dye your dog's hair purple, you fucking liberal, blah, blah, blah. But then you scroll through the timeline, you're like, oh, this person's a conservative. They're not even a liberal. It's just for some reason conservatives are hating on this person in this one video. Like I said, TikTok is a toxic place. Bellis, is Jeff Mack Canadian? No, I live in Michigan. Peyton, not quite. Yeah, not quite. I live in Michigan. I'm as close to Canada as you can get without tasting the maple syrup. DCAT, the only problem I see with squirrels is that they're always looking for a nut. Yeah, DCAT, but you know, so is half the hooligans. It'll be all right. Matthew, I hate that it's so rude. What are you talking about? True crazy. I officially surrender Canada to Trump. First day in office, True Crazy, his first task in his official capacity, surrendering Canada over to President Trump. You're the greatest, True Crazy. You're the greatest leader that Canada ever had. Nefties, what about dogs? Most dogs are treated like a king. I know mine is. Well, you know, all animals have their good days and bad days. I just look at my own luck. I'm like, if I came back as a fly, I'd be alive for 30 seconds before somebody swatted me. So it's like, nah, I'd rather not be reincarnated. Try to make your first run your best run. Matthew, when friends come around and stare at their device all the time, yeah, Matthew, it is rude. It is rude when people do that, but people don't have manners anymore. And I think that social media has contributed to that too. I think political correctness and manners feels like the same thing. It's not, but it feels like the same thing because it feels like you're being polite. But political correctness is actually a cancer on our freedoms. Having manners is just whether or not you're a decent person. And I think that the fact that it feels the same, the people are either politically correct or they're not. So if you're not even fucking polite anymore because it feels too much like you're being fake. And I think a little bit of that has worn away people's manners, having manners and whatnot. And Lord knows we ain't teaching anybody manners these days. Kids can't read, write, or do math. They don't know what manners are. I'm surprised they can fit chicken nuggets in their mouth. You know, like, that's how I see the world, as like a shithole of dumb people. I don't want to see it like that, but I absolutely do. And I'm really surprised that, you know, you don't have to feed human beings by hand because they're so fucking stupid. They'll stick a chicken nugget anywhere except for their mouth. I don't know. I wish it wasn't that way, but that's absolutely how I feel about the world. Corey Luca, you're near the lake. You have those cool black squirrels, don't you? Yeah, Corey Luca. We have red squirrels, brown squirrels, black squirrels, gray squirrels. We have squirrels of all sizes, colors, and flavors over here. I didn't realize that wasn't everywhere in America until I went to go pick up my buddy from North Dakota. And he was like, you know, they ain't got no black squirrels out here? I'm like, is it because they're racist? But anyways. What's up, Newton? Happy freedom to you. Appreciate you joining us in the chat. It's been a minute. What's up, Richard? Happy freedom to you. Any drone sightings on your side of the state? Yes, there has been, but I've only seen one. I haven't seen the drone, but I've seen one video of a drone sighting that was less than 30 minutes from where I live. But it's only been that one time. And I think it was some yahoo that just owned a drone, heard all the commotion going on, people looking for drones, and they stuck it up in the sky. That's what I think happened. I haven't seen anything quite like what North Carolina is experiencing. Terry, let's just pretend it's Friday anyway. Yeah. What's up, Jerry? God bless you. Appreciate you being here with us. What's up, Dominic? Happy freedom. Hooligans Island Justice for Peanut. Corey, not in any way 30 miles from the lake. Only the gray squirrels where you are. I think it's interesting that they come in all kinds of different shapes, sizes, and colors, but they all pretty much got the same personality. It's actually a problem here at the apartment complex. People are always bitching about the squirrels getting in the bird feeders, but I don't have a bird feeder, so when it's snowing out like it is right now, a lot of times I'll go get peanuts and I'll stash them near the trees, keep the squirrels alive. If the neighbors knew that, they would boycott me out of this place. Oh yeah, Ghost, I meant New Jersey. Yeah. Not North Carolina, New Jersey. North Carolina is where everybody's fucking suffering because they never got help from the government. True Crazy, all my neighbors reported drones on Saturday. Were you flying a drone on Saturday, True Crazy? Is that what you're saying? Matthew, only gray in the UK. They overran our red squirrels. Weird. I wonder how the different... I don't know that much about squirrels. I just know that they come in different colors here, and that doesn't happen everywhere. I don't know how they all mingle together, though. Hair juicer, soft and stupid, everything. My dog food delivery has a heavy sticker, and it's under 30 pounds. Yeah, hair juicer, that's exactly what I'm talking about. People are stupid. Earlier today, I got passed on the shoulder of the road. I was doing 5 over the speed limit to make sure I wasn't getting ran over, because that's how shit is around here. And then somebody passed me on the gravel on the right side of the road, in a single lane road. And I'm just like, okay. If I looked like a lion, you wouldn't do that shit. But because you can't see my pistol laying in the seat, you just think, oh, I'm going to pass the Subaru illegally. Well, okay. One day I'm going to be on the fucking news. I already know. Anyways, we're moving forward here. This is titled New Jersey Mayor Says There's Radioactive Material Missing Amid Mysterious Drone Sightings. Like I said, you hooligans inspired me to go look for this video. And so here it is on the schedule. Hit that thumbs up button over on Rumble and let's get this rolling.
There is growing concern and a demand for answers about the mysterious drones hovering over the tri-state area. In New Jersey, the flying objects have been spotted over residential neighborhoods, restricted sites, even near President-elect Donald Trump's home and critical infrastructure.
Belleville Mayor Michael Mellum says the drone sightings are creating anxiety in his town, and he's looking for answers. And he joins us this morning right here on Good Day New York. Thank you for joining us, Mayor. You know, President-elect Trump says that the Biden administration knows what's going on. Our government knows what's going on. You're the mayor of Bellevue. What do you know?
We know very little. About 6 days ago, there was an unprecedented briefing with every single mayor in the state of New Jersey, along with every member of our state legislature. We learned exactly at that time what the state knows, which was very little. Since then, information has not been forthcoming. And it's this lack of transparency, in my opinion, that's doing nothing but fueling conspiracy theories online.
Do you have any idea what it could be? Or which side it could be, where it's coming from?
Yeah, I can tell you what it's not. We know for a fact it's not little green men. And more than likely, it's not a foreign adversary, because they would be able to figure out how to turn off the blinking lights. These drones are huge. We had a mayor yesterday on the call with the White House telling them that he had 6-foot drones hovering over his house. Yet they continue to tell us, we don't know what we're talking about. It's misidentification. Certainly, there's some misidentification probably going on, but I could assure you that we are seeing drones in New Jersey all over the place.
All right, so Bethany Frankel, I know she's not like, you know, the New York Times, but she says that she has like some kind of contact at the Pentagon and that it has something to do with radioactive material in New Jersey. What are you hearing?
So here's what I know. I know that we were told by our state police that we have assets over our critical infrastructure. Now, depending on your point of view, that's either concerning or comforting. I think it's comforting because it's probably us listening and watching. We also know that we have drones that are flying in a grid-like pattern. In my opinion, they're looking for something. What might they be looking for? Well, potentially, we're aware of a threat that came in through Port Newark. Maybe that's radioactive material. There was and there is an alert that's out right now that radioactive material in New Jersey has gone missing on December 2nd. It was a shipment. It arrived at its destination. The container was damaged and it was empty. So potentially we're looking for that.
Stop right there, Mayor, because that's very important information. And that came from a credible source.
That came from the U.S. government.
And so it's missing?
Missing.
And they think it's in New Jersey, or it could be anywhere?
It was lost in New Jersey, in transit. And again, this is just an example of what I think that we're sniffing for. I think we do have the assets that can go up and fly around and sniff things, which is why we're not seeing the uptick we used to see in Belleville anymore. It's kind of moving, but we're seeing alerts that it's happening now in Pennsylvania.
And that's right about the time that the drone sightings began, right?
Yeah, drone sightings began about 4 weeks ago.
Okay, so when you take a look at this, if this information is indeed credible, why wouldn't the government say, it's us?
That's the crazy part about this. We've gotten very little information. Even yesterday on that call with the White House, literally mayors were told, you guys are seeing things. There's no credibility to this. We have one mayor, like I said, had drones over his house. I mean, we're no longer going to stand for not hearing the truth. I mean, our state government is failing us. They're not getting the answers from the federal government. And even though yesterday they told us that there's nothing to see here, today there's a top secret briefing going on in Congress. Well, what are they being told that we weren't told yesterday?
Real quick, did you know yesterday when you were on that call about this missing radioactive activity or merchandise, or did you know that this morning after the call?
I was made aware of it yesterday morning. I did raise my hand. We weren't allowed to speak. I did raise my hand, was not called on to get that question answered.
So apparently it is concerning. Even the president-elect, who I'm sure gets some kind of briefings on things, he says he's not going to his home in Bedminster, right?
Yeah, I listened to him yesterday. He no doubt gets the same exact briefings that President Biden gets. He says our government knows. He says our president knows. And he also ended with saying, I'm not going to be in New Jersey this weekend.
So what do you want to know? What do you want the government to tell you and the general public?
I want them to be clear with us. I want transparency. I want them to say these are our assets. There's no need to concern about what's flying. The question should no longer be who's flying these drones or who owns them. It should be what they're looking for. Tell us they're ours. Tell us that they're protecting us, and tell us what the threat is.
Okay, we're coming up on the holidays. Is everybody going to be safe?
I hope so.
What do you want people to do if they see them?
That's a great question. So we've been told that pilots out of Newark Airport are getting hit with lasers. You cannot take the law in your own hands. We do not want you shooting at them. It is a federal offense to shoot on an aircraft. Drones are considered aircraft. And please do not try and hit them with lasers. Our pilots are being distracted.
So you think they're American, they're our government, and they're looking for something that went missing that could be very dangerous?
Absolutely.
All right, Mayor, you got to keep us in the loop here.
Absolutely.
Because we haven't heard any of this stuff in New York.
Absolutely.
This is good, credible
good information.
Stuff. It's
Yes.
good, credible information.
And it's all verified and comes based, everything that I based my opinions on come from my briefings that I've gotten.
Your briefings by the government. Thank you so much. Good luck.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks for keeping us informed and giving us that information.
Thank you.
All right.
Well, quite a bit of fear-mongering there at the end. Be real scared. What's really funny is I've seen a ton of videos of people videotaping drones while pointing green laser lights at them. And I've seen all kinds of stuff. I've seen videos where potentially they're planes, and in other videos it's probably CGI, some sort of man-made bullshit on a computer that somebody put together for, conspiracy and whatnot. I don't know about this whole radioactive thing. I think it's weird that the radioactive material came up missing 15 days ago. Now all of a sudden they're talking about it. The government still hasn't really come out and said anything about the drones. You would think it'd be more effective to tell Americans that you're missing radioactive material and that's why the drones are out there. Why wouldn't they tell people if that was the real reason why drones are out there? Do you think that it would cause mass hysteria and maybe it would make people uneasy to the point where it would cause problems? Or do you think that that's not the reason at all? That's not why they're out there. They're just making up that excuse to try and cover up and give people an excuse for why there's drones in the skies, while they really just kind of don't need to tell us anymore, really. If everybody thinks they're looking for radioactive material, then you're not going to wonder about them being in the sky anymore. I also think it's interesting how many people are comparing them to the China drones that they had back during the lockdowns. In China, they had drones that were spraying chemicals in the air to disinfect the germs in the air, and the drones are very similar to the ones that are being spotted here. So some people wonder if it's the government using their drones just like China was, and maybe the government's up to no good. So I've seen hooligans also speculate that they're just trying to normalize the presence of drones in the sky to the point where they'll be able to surveil us from the sky and we won't really do anything about it because we're just used to them being up there. Either way, next up we have former Google CEO suggests world be ready to pull the plug on AI. Talking about AI taking over and having us be prepared to build in a kill switch of sorts just in case it does try to rule over us. It's coming up next, but first we're going to read through the chat, see what you hooligans think about these drones and the fact that they're trying to say that there's hazardous material, there's radioactive material out there, and there's a possibility that the drones are looking for that. Sam, there are personal aircraft that people can buy that are essentially drones large enough for a person to fly. Yeah, Sam. Well, and that's what I think a lot of this is too. I think some of it is, suspicious drones, but I think a big portion of what people are seeing are regular drones and even planes and helicopters and stuff like that. And the problem is that they're calling everything a drone. Everything that's in the sky for the last month or two, they've been calling it a drone. If you see a UFO and you think it's ET flying, well, they're like, oh, that's a drone. If you see a drone the size of a shoebox, oh, that's just a drone. You see a drone the size of a Honda Civic, it's still just a drone. If it's a helicopter that took off, well, that's now a drone. If an airplane took off and it's got people on board, it's a drone. If an airplane took off that doesn't have people on board except for the pilot, well, that's a drone now too. And so when they're classifying everything as a fucking drone, you're just getting videos of the night sky and flickering lights and everyone's like, oh, it's a drone. Yeah, which one? Out of the 20 flavors of drone, which one is this one? And that's where a lot of this is coming from. And they're doing it intentionally. They could clear the smoke in the air, but they're choosing not to. I'll check it out, Sam. Salty Ragu, I'm going to disguise my drone as a bird. They're never going to believe it, Salty Ragu. Birds aren't real. Damn, that's badass, Matt. Yeah, that's a cool thing. It kind of reminds me of what is it called, Jet Moto? Is it a video game or whatever? That's kind of what this looks like. You're flying through the air in this, and all of a sudden you catch a green laser right in the eye, or it throws your sensor off and your aircraft downs itself. Elder Zoomer looking for a suitcase nuke brought in through the open border. I mean, they could be, but they're saying that the radioactive material came off of a port. Is some shipment container or something brought it in, and there was a hole in the container or something, and everything was inside is stolen. But I don't know. What's up, Dabs? Happy freedom. Sage Pop, how does something like nuclear stuff just fall off the back of a truck? I don't really know, Sage Pop. I don't really know. And I'm surprised that they told us at all. And it makes me really suspicious of the fact that they did. What's up, Mary Todd? Happy freedom. What's up, Cricket Kiss? Jeb, our farmers have access to large drones. Yeah. Dabs, every drone has a registered stamp and there are multiple apps to track. If you can't track, it's not registered, which means it's not commercial. Yeah, Dabs. Well, and they're making these weird claims that they can't be tracked and they're not registered and nobody knows who they are and all this stuff. But like we've been saying for over a week now, if they were really that suspicious, our military would shoot them out of the sky. They would go after them. They were just shooting hobbyist balloons a year ago or 2 years ago or whenever the fuck the Chinese spy balloon stuff was going on. The original spy balloon took 3 days before they actually shot it out of the sky. After that point, everything that was in the sky that wasn't registered was being shot out of the sky. And so the fact that that's not happening, it feels so much like the Chinese spy balloon all over again. Everybody's seeing them. Everybody's wondering what it is and where it's from. Government doesn't want to say anything about it. People want to know if they should shoot it down or not. Putting pressure on the government. They're either going to have to start shooting them down or they're going to have to stop putting them in the sky or whatever's happening. Something's going to happen because there's so much pressure on it. The problem is what are they distracting us from? What do they have, like while we're all staring in the sky, what is going on here on the ground that we're not paying attention to? Dabs, the other thing is that was an incoming shipment of nuclear waste, correct? I don't know, Dabs. Yesterday somebody was saying that it was like a medical thing. It was some sort of medical thing to tune like tools and stuff like that. So I don't really know. Tony Rez, seems like a movie script being played out. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they could take a lot of different tools and be able to find radioactive material. You know, besides Geiger counters, there's other things they could do to try and find it. I don't know. I think they're just enjoying their distraction. That's what, like, most of my money is on that. That they are just sitting here enjoying the distraction that we are all under right now. Genie, that stuff is probably shipped in lead boxes, so unless it's open, they're not going to sniff anything. Yeah, that could be Genie. Rusty, yeah, like drones with sensors. Well, that's what they're kind of claiming right now, that the drones are out there scanning for this radioactive material. What's up, Cheeseburger? Happy freedom to you. Terry, large drones to spray crops with chemicals could be used for any kind of biological reason. Yeah, Terry. And that's what people were pissed about during the lockdowns in China, because in China they were just spraying chemicals just in the air, and it was like every 20 yards or 40 yards it'd be a drone, and they're all just spraying chemicals into the air. Now that's in China and you can't do shit about that. But now that people are seeing drones here, they're making comparisons, and so they're wondering if the government's doing something to us. At this point, I think it's just a distraction from the government. I don't think they're actually doing anything to us, but I could be wrong. Oh, yeah? You didn't get no treats before the live? Oh, that's a sad story. A sad story. What's up, Energy Woman? Happy freedom. What's up, Skulls? Happy freedom to you. Joe, they denied they're our assets. Interesting. Joe, they're not going to let a private drone fly over a military base. No, but they have been letting these drones fly over military bases. They just shut down the airspace yesterday to an Air Force base because there was drones flying over it. They didn't shoot the drone out of the sky. They just let it do the thing. It's just out here doing the thing. But I bet if it was me or you flying a drone over an Air Force base, we'd be in jail. We would just be in jail. What's up, Wayward? Happy freedom to you. The drones are getting very close to me. Are they, Wayward? Like I said, the guy, you know, they're like, oh no, we're scared of the drones. What are we supposed to do, Mr. Guy? And he was like, well, don't point lasers at it and don't shoot at it because that's a federal crime. What they failed to tell everyone is you need to pull your wiener out and chase it down, pointing it, saying, I'm only 16 years old. That's how you beat the drones. I've yet to hear of a better solution than that. That's how you're going to beat the drones. Zero, it was a calibration pin for PET scanners. I posted the link above for the NRC report. Thank you for letting me know, Zero. Oh, thank you for being here, Annette. Be safe out there. All right, hooligans, we're going to move forward here. Let me see. This next one is former Google CEO suggests world be ready to pull the plug on AI. Oh, saying the AI is going to take over. We better have a kill switch ready. Now, before we get into this, I want to remind you guys really quick. If you hooligans have children in your life, I want you to check out these books titled A Dog Named Cappy. A Dog Named Cappy comes in a rhyming book, but you can also get it in a Christmas activity and coloring book for kids that enjoy using crayons or markers and being creative. A Dog Named Cappy rhyming book is available in paperback, or you can get it on Kindle if you prefer a digital copy. A Dog Named Cappy Christmas activity and coloring book is available on Amazon. If you hooligans do purchase these books, please make sure to leave reviews on Amazon and also follow them on their X page as a way to stay up to date with new books and to help their account grow. Cappy is a real dog who lives here in Michigan with the illustrator's grandmother, and it would really mean a lot to them if you hooligans would go check out their books. So give me a second here. We're going to drop some links in the chat, and then we will be getting on to the next video. This first link here is to get the paperback version of A Dog Named Cappy.
AI is...
I don't know why I was muted. Either way, hit that thumbs up button over on Rumble, and let's get this rolling.
AI is gaining incredible powers, prompting former CEO at Google. He sat down in an interview with ABC saying, look, this thing is getting so much smarter than us, so quickly, rather. We need to be able to pull the plug when and if it overpowers us.
We're soon going to be able to have computers running on their own, deciding what they want to do. And the way that happens is it's a series of decisions. We go from agents to then sort of more powerful goals. And eventually you say to the computer, learn everything and do everything. And that's a dangerous point. When the system can self-improve, we need to seriously think about unplugging it.
But wouldn't that kind of system have the ability to counter our efforts to unplug it?
Well, in theory, we better have somebody with the hand on the plug, metaphorically. But the important thing is that the power of this intelligence, the ability for this kind of new intelligence, means that each and every person is going to have the equivalent of a polymath in their pocket. In addition to your show and all your notes and writers, you're going to have an Einstein and a Leonardo da Vinci to give you advice on your show. That will be true for everyone on the planet. We just don't know what it means to give that kind of power to every individual.
We just don't know indeed. He used the metaphor of social media and how that has literally changed the entire zeitgeist within our social structures, the way people communicate across cultures, across languages. It has literally changed the way human beings relate to each other forever. So, of course, then the question is, who has the power to pull the plug when and if this thing overpowers us? These guys didn't seem to have an answer for that.
I want to read you something that Sam Altman, one of the pioneers of AI, said last week. He said, true superintelligence, the system that is not just smarter than you and smarter than me, but smarter than all of us put together, just unbelievable capability. Even if we can make that technically safe, we're going to have some faith in our governments. Are governments doing what they need to do to regulate this?
Not yet, but they will.
You lost me at we're going to have faith in our governments, which I immediately thought of this recent interview with a man called Mark Andreessen, who is a billionaire in the US. He said he sat down with the Biden administration to specifically discuss AI, and terrifyingly, this is what they had to say.
AI is a technology basically that the government is going to completely control. This is not going to be a startup thing. They actually said flat out to us, don't do AI startups. Like don't fund AI startups. It's not something that we're going to allow to happen. They're not going to be allowed to exist. There's no point. They basically said AI is going to be a game of 2 or 3 big companies working closely with the government, and we're going to basically wrap them in a, I'm paraphrasing, but we're going to basically wrap them in a government cocoon. We're going to protect them from competition. We're going to control them, and we're going to dictate what they do. And then I said, well, yeah, I said, I don't understand how you're going to lock this down so much, because like the math for, AI is like out there and it's being taught everywhere. And, they literally said, well, during the Cold War, we classified entire areas of physics and took them out of the research community, and like entire branches of physics basically went dark and didn't proceed. And that if we decide we need to, we're going to do the same thing to the math underneath AI.
Mark Andreessen, he goes on to say how shocked he was by this, and then talking about what they did during the Cold War. Buddy, give me a call. I could regale you with tales throughout history. This is what government do. So it's terrifying, Gabby.
Oh, yeah.
To know that nobody's in charge of this thing. Nobody can really, humans have no way of really policing AI, but AI can police AI. And that seems to be where we're going. Certainly the former Google CEO was absolutely, this is what's going to happen. And nobody seems to have their finger on the pulse, ready to pull the plug when this thing overtakes us.
Yeah, it's so concerning, isn't it? We don't really know what those consequences look like. We can only imagine, and it's quite scary when you think about it. I think it's really interesting what Elon Musk says about this, and he really wants to get he talks about how important it is that we have the truth in these AI softwares as they're getting developed. I did a story earlier in the year where Caitlyn Jenner had to come out and say, please, it's okay to misgender me, because someone was using an AI software and they were saying, and the question was, is it okay to misgender someone if it was to prevent a nuclear war? And the response was, it is never okay to misgender anyone in any circumstance. So Caitlyn Jenner had to say, guys, it's okay, misgender me. But it's scary.
Only in the event of a nuclear war, though.
Huh?
Any other context, no way. But if it's nuclear
That's the
war
one
or
exception.
misgendering, then that's fine.
Okay. Be scared of the AI. I mean, we've been hearing that. It's entertaining, the different routes they take to make you afraid of AI. Be really scared of it. I don't know. AI is still dumb as dog shit for the most part. I have yet to come across AI that's actually useful. I'm constantly working on the website, trying to learn code and everything else. And every time I get stuck, I try to reach out to one AI or another. I have access to like 6 different kinds of AI. Can't find one to help me fix anything that I need help with, ever. Now, there's certain things that are interesting about AI. If you had your own AI that was closed off from the internet and you could train it however you want to, it could become useful to you. I've seen Alistair use his AI in all kinds of creative ways, and his is useful to him, but I don't know. I like to think I'm a little bit tech savvy, and I have yet to be able to come across AI that's actually fucking useful. Now, they were telling us the AI was going to steal the election. California passed laws because they felt that all of us would be too stupid to know the difference between an AI manipulated video or actual campaign footage. And, here we are again. AI is going to take over. It's going to be self-learning and this, that, and the other, and we got to be ready to pull the switch on it. And I really, really, really think that they're just doing all this fear-mongering, so when the Epstein files and the Diddy files and any other files come out, the people who are incriminated in those files will turn around and say, no, that's not evidence of wrongdoing, that's AI-generated content, and because it looks so real, it looks like evidence of wrongdoing, we should ban AI, because we can't control what people are going to do with it. And then I think they're going to turn around and talk about why AI is bad and ban it and restrict it and do a bunch of stuff like that. That's what I really think is going to happen. But they try to tell us like AI is so bad and all this stuff. But what they don't tell you is every business you try to start right now, they're trying to shove AI in your face. It doesn't matter what it is. You're building a website, you're doing an online service, you're working at a drugstore and you got your computers plugged into a database. It doesn't matter. If you have computers at your job, there is somebody out there trying to sell you AI to put it into your business. It's everywhere. They just put it into emails. It's a part of the phone now. So if you got text message on Android, there's now Gemini in it or something like that, or Copilot or something. I don't know what the hell it is. It's something, but they put AI in everything. You don't even have to do it. It's happening to you. Windows 10 just got an update. Copilot's a part of Windows 10 now. I'm sure it's been on Windows 11, but AI is bad. It's real scary. They're going to put it on all of our devices and all of our software and everything we touch and use. It's all over social media. It's all over our search engines. But it's bad and it's scary. It literally doesn't make any sense. They're going to tell us to be scared of it and then inject it in everything. Oh, okay. I really, really think that it's going to be the big excuse they use when all the cards fall. They're going to say, nope, it's not evidence of wrongdoing, it's AI, and we need to ban it. And I think that's what they're going to do, because otherwise I don't know what this fear-mongering's for. Next up, we got a follow-up video. It's titled, More Details Emerge About the Shooter at Madison, Wisconsin School. Now, yesterday, there was obviously a school shooting that happened in Wisconsin, and we tried to cover it, but the details were messy. Like we showed on the live, every video you come across had a different amount of dead people and a different amount of injured people, and it's just the details were all over the place. So we got a follow-up video, like I said I was going to do, and hopefully it'll clear things up and we'll have a clearer image of what exactly happened. It's coming up next, but first we're going to read through the chat and see what you hooligans think about this AI situation. Sam, AI is already being used to hack personal information. Certainly got to watch what it's used for. Yeah, Sam. Well, and they keep talking about restricting it, but then they don't really, I don't know. The people who are talking about restricting AI still can't figure out how to restrict social media. They don't even understand how Wi-Fi works. So they keep talking about restricting AI, but I don't know how they're going to actually do it. The only thing I've seen them do on Capitol Hill in regards to AI is raising awareness to it. So when you're making content, like say you were singing a song, if the lyrics are wrote by AI, you can't copyright it. Or if you have an image that you're using and it was generated by AI, you can't copyright it. I've only seen stuff like that. Otherwise, they're not really restricting it. Zero, we had a 14-year-old girl get stabbed to death by a 14-year-old boy. Awful. Damn, that's terrible, Zero. I didn't hear anything about that, though. What's up, Turbo? Happy freedom to you. Use the AI and see if it can figure out why the Dems are so stupid. The problem is a lot of Dems are working on the AI. If you want to know how woke your AI is, go to your AI and ask it about white privilege. It'll either tell you it exists and give you a long explanation of why you have white privilege, or it'll tell you it won't exist. But I almost guarantee, no matter what AI you talk to, they're going to tell you you're full of white privilege. Guarantee it. Fucking guarantee it. I don't know why Democrats are so good at programming, but it seems like there's an overwhelming amount of Democrat programmers versus conservative programmers. Turbo, got here just in time for the sex bots. And that's right, Turbo. Guess Trump is taking down DEI, and I can't wait. Feel the same way, guess Heard user, ever handle a penny? The government has your DNA. Oh, I'm sure the government has my DNA. They're always watching me and shit. Sam, social media has been used to mine people's personal data for years. Oh, absolutely, Sam. Absolutely. Puffin Stuff in the White House. This is lawful legal activity. Talking about the drones. Yeah, Puffin Stuff. I'm not surprised by that at all. What's up, Muskie Boss? Happy freedom to you. AI don't get this new generation to show up for work. Nah, I don't know. AI is kind of like the drones. It's this thing that's here and everyone knows about it, but it doesn't really serve a purpose. But be afraid of it. Whatever you do, be afraid of it. It's okay. And that's where we are right now. Dabs Copilot has been on Microsoft in trials for a year plus. Yeah, but they just made it so it's automatically a part of Windows. Like I updated Windows 10 a week or two ago, and I had this weird new little app installed, and when I highlighted it, it's called Copilot, and I didn't know what the fuck it was, so I had to Google it and watch videos and stuff. Found out they just stuck AI in my computer and didn't even say shit about it. They act like it was a casual update. Dabs, Gemini is Google, I thought. Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. If you got Android and you have text message, is that what it? Well, I don't know what it's called. Messages. It's called Google Messages. That's your text message on Android. It's got AI in it now. And I don't know why I turned it off, but it's there if you need AI for your text messages. Like, and that's what I mean. They tell you to be afraid of it, and then they stick it in everything. And it's like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this. Like, what I'm supposed to do with AI and text message? Get it to write the sentences for me? There's already talk to text. I guess it's just going to think up what I'm going to say, too. I don't know. Doesn't make sense. Told care the dude is on speed. Yeah, I think they were cutting up what he was saying, and they were like playing clips of it, but they played it back to back in a strange way. Dabs, imagine you implement AI and all of your doors are controlled by badge scans. Yeah, Dabs. There's all kinds of stuff. Eventually, people will just use AI for everything. That's how it's going to go. It's, we had calculators so we didn't have to do the math. Now we got AI to do the thinking for us. I mean, we won't even be around. Eventually, it'll just be the AI. We don't like spelling, so we got spell check. We don't like doing math. We got calculators. We don't like to think and make decisions. It's too hard. So then we got AI. And that's where we are. Susie, did they find the dirty bomb yet? Not that I've heard. Hurley Girl, happy freedom to you. When they came out with concerts that were holograms, that was a bit wacky, and I don't hear anything about those anymore. I think they did it with Michael Jackson after he passed. Yeah, Hurley Girl, they did Michael Jackson, and actually, I can't remember if they did Michael Jackson, but they did Tupac. Maybe they did both. Maybe they did Michael Jackson and Tupac. I know they did two artists when that first came out, but yeah, I haven't heard anything about it either, and that was supposed to be a huge deal, hologram concerts. Sven, I don't know what ABBA is. I'm not sure what you're talking about, Sven. Manic Miner better not give it the nuke codes. Yeah. AI having access to communicate with other software and stuff is, I think that's the bigger problem than just AI itself. Corey, ABBA in England concert like Las Vegas. Oh, I've never heard of ABBA before. What's up, B. Hendrix? Happy freedom to you. Corey, AI can make pretty good music. Hair Juicer got me onto this song that is stuck in my head all the damn time. Let me see if I can find it really, really, really quick. Because I think the song is completely made by AI. I hate the YouTube changes their fucking bullshit all the time, and I can't never figure out where my damn playlists are. It's called The CIA Made Me Burn Down a Hospital. And the song's very much like what the title sounds like. But it's kind of got this like 80s like rock and roll vibe. It's like really good driving music, I think. That's the first thing I thought of when I heard it. But it's titled The CIA Made Me Burn Down the Hospital. And I'm pretty sure Hair Juicer was saying that it's completely made by AI. But I love that song, and I was really surprised to think that it was made by AI. It's definitely catchy. You should definitely go check it out, you hooligans. Hair Juicer, love that shit. Yeah, I really like that song too. That's the only rock song I know that I like. Otherwise, I don't know enough about rock to have favorites. Once everybody listens to it, they're going to be all mad. They're going to be like, that's your favorite rock song? Yeah, it's the only one I know. What's up, Zeus Boot? Happy freedom to you. That's all right. We're going to get into this next one here. This is a follow-up video. It's titled More Details Emerge About Shooter at Madison Wisconsin School.
This,
like I said, this is our follow-up here, trying to learn more about the school shooter from yesterday. Sure, we don't have all the details yet, but hopefully this will kind of clear the air, because we were finding all kinds of conflicting information yesterday. So hit that thumbs up over on Rumble, and let's get this rolling.
Chicago's very own WGN Midday News.
Prostitute. We are learning more about the suspected school shooter in Madison, Wisconsin. The 15-year-old girl was a student at Abundant Life Christian School, and it appears that she took her own life before police arrived. Hello again, everyone. I'm Patrick Elwood.
And I'm Dina Bair. Thank you for joining us. Eric Rung is in the newsroom with the latest on this story. Eric?
Well, good morning. Police searched the girl's home overnight and continue talking with her family while also trying to console a shattered community and mourn those killed.
This morning, police are working to find out why a 15-year-old girl pulled out a 9mm handgun around 11 yesterday morning inside a classroom at Abundant Life Christian School and started shooting.
Got a call coming in at Abundant Life Christian Church that's advising someone was shot.
When police got to the school, a teenage student and a teacher had been killed. 6 other students and 1 teacher were taken to area hospitals. 2 remain in critical condition with life-threatening injuries.
The shooter has now been identified as 15-year-old Natalie Rupnow, who went by the name Samantha. She was a student at the school, and evidence suggests she died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound.
Madison's police chief was a guest this morning on News Nation. He says police have already searched the suspect's home with hopes of possibly figuring out a motive.
The family, of course, have been cooperating with us. We spoke in length with the child's father last night. We're looking into various possibilities that perhaps the weapon was in the home, or perhaps the weapon may have been given to her from someone else. We don't know.
There are about 400 students at the K-12 small private school. Police say a document that may be connected to the shooter or shooting has circulated online, but so far detectives haven't been able to verify its authenticity.
Our community this morning is trying to wrestle with what happened. We're trying to determine how something like this could happen yet again in our country and in our community.
Now, we do expect an update from police at some point today. This evening, there is a vigil planned to honor the victims. We're live in the newsroom. I'm Eric Rung, WGN News.
All right, thanks.
Well, definitely not clearing up all the questions, but it's a nice little gaggle of details there. Still don't know how the shooter got the gun. A lot of speculation if it is or is not a shapeshifter. Something that's weird about the story is that its name is Natalie but goes by Samantha or something like that. Now, both those are girl names, so I don't know if it's a shapeshifter, her turning into a different her. There's 40 flavors of gay, so I'm not exactly sure. But just that name thing right there makes me feel like it was having an identity crisis, right? Like most of these shapeshifters out here, they're having an identity crisis. That's why they can't figure out what sport to play in, what bathroom to use, whether to put on blue jeans or a dress. They can't figure it out because they're having an identity crisis. This person seems like one of them. Now, I haven't found any evidence suggesting that it was a boy turning into a girl or vice versa or anything like that. But they have admitted in a bunch of different videos that there is some sort of discrepancy with its name. It has an actual girl's name, but it was going by a different girl's name. Again, I think it has an identity crisis. I don't know how it got the 9mm firearm. I don't know how they're going to suggest that it was 3D printed. That hasn't come out yet, but with the whole Luigi thing and the CEO shooting, it makes me wonder with this story being so... I don't want to say it's fabricated, but it's very sketchy. It makes me wonder if they're going to turn around and try and say, oh, that 9mm was 3D printed too. I don't know. We'll see if we get any more follow-ups with the story that actually makes any kind of sense, because now we're starting to get into the stages where they're going to over-provide information. They're going to put out so many details that conflict with each other that you won't know what to think anymore, and you'll stop giving a shit about it. They do it anytime any suspicious activity happens. They put out little details. You start to wonder what's actually going on, and then within 4 or 5 days, they usually flood you with details that don't make sense, and then you stop caring about it, and you stop wondering about it, and they sweep it under the rug. You never hear about it again. So we'll see if we have a follow-up or not. Next up, AOC makes a play for top Democrat on House Oversight Committee. Doesn't seem like it's going well for her, and it makes it even more funny when you think of the fact that she's considering running for president. Either way, it's coming up next. But first, we're going to read through the chat, see what you hooligans think on that follow-up for the school shooter. Salty Ragu, I Googled, how much should a bunny poop? Well, what did it say, Salty Ragu? Guess a shitload. Yeah. Yeah, goats and rabbits. They're like gumball machines. You just don't have to stick a quarter in it. Guess some. I don't know if I can say that out loud. I don't think I could say that one out loud. That's hilarious, guess some. That's probably what happened. Zero, I think she is a she. Parents on Facebook show her as a baby girl. Well, that's interesting. I haven't heard anything like that yet, Zero. I just see a lot of speculation without anybody doing any research. And I have yet to see it being posed as a boy. So I think you're right. I think it is a girl. But I still think she's having an identity crisis by going under a pseudonym. Matt, are the parents going to get charged with this one also? I don't know, Matt. I don't know. And I don't really know what to even think. They keep saying the parents' house was raided, but then they don't tell you anything about it. So it's hard to say. If she received the firearm from the parents in some sort of ignorant fashion, then yes, I would assume that the parents should be charged. Whether they will be or not, is another situation. Now, if they legally obtain that firearm and they lawfully had it contained, right, it was in a locker or something of that nature, and the child broke into the locked container to retrieve the firearm, then I don't think the parents should be charged in this situation. But that's just my opinion, right? And I can't give legal advice or anything like that, and that's not what I'm doing. So that's just what I think. But as of right now, I haven't heard anything about the parents being charged. Jeb, it's Wisconsin. Kids are required to get a firearm on their 12th birthday. How old do you have to be to have a pistol? You got to be 18 to have a pistol? Because I'm pretty sure they had a pistol. Did they? Yeah, I think they did say handgun. Because I would say there is rifles that shoot 9mm, but I'm pretty sure they said it was a handgun. You got to be 21 to get a handgun. So, although that individual probably could have obtained a long rifle, I don't think there was a way for them to legally obtain a handgun. Jeb, 21? Yeah, yep. That's what it is, 21. Ghosty, it was a girl going by Sam. Yeah, but its name was Natalie. Non-woke, was it a real woman or a dem woman? No, I guess it was really a girl. Cricket Kiss, first red flag, name change. Yeah. Well, and I understand going by nicknames and stuff like that, but Samantha's not short for Natalie. So it makes me wonder. Too old to care. I want to know what meds she was on. Yeah, me too. She on hormone blockers or any of that other weird shit? Jeb, she's been lied to for so long she was brainwashed. I could see that. Jeb, propaganda is what happened to her. Definitely could be. Jeb, lots of lefties around Madison. See, I wonder what the school is like. Like what, how do the students behave? Because it's a Christian school, I believe. So you wouldn't think there'd be that many lefties there. But I never went to Christian school, so I don't really know, what it would be like. I'm sure you got a little bit of both sides there, but I don't really know. Because lefties don't believe in discipline at all. That's why they want the government to fix their problems. Because they don't believe in being disciplined. Being religious is very much about being disciplined. Everything in every religion has something you want to do that you're not supposed to do because it's against your religion. You have to be disciplined enough to not do that thing you are desiring to do. And again, lefties, they have no discipline. You know, if it wasn't for double standards, they would have no standards at all. So to think of a lefty being in a religious school just seems off, but you never know. Rappy, she was 15, but at first they said she was 17. Yeah, there's a lot of discrepancies with the age. Same thing with the amount of people that are dead and the amount of people that are injured. Depending on what video you watch, those numbers will change, which is really weird because, you know, talking about life or death here and they can't get the numbers pinned down. Ghostly, I dated a lady whose middle name was Samantha and she went by Sam, not uncommon. Don't know if that fits here, just saying. Yeah, Ghostly, well, it's just weird because her name was Natalie and she went by Sam, or she went by Samantha. That's the weird thing. Zeusboot, first story I saw labeled her as a shapeshifter, but I haven't looked into it. Yeah, Zeusboot, that seems to be a big back and forth going on right now. Is she having identity issues? She was a girl, she was born a girl, she was behaving as a girl, but she had two different names. So, yeah, she was a girl, but was she trying to transition into being a zebra, or something like that? So does it have a manifesto? That's what we really need to know. Does it have a manifesto? Guess who? Let's see. Nah. Happy Freedom, guess who? Hurley Girl, I wonder if Samantha was her middle name. It could be. I wish they would have told us that, because that would change the way that I'm perceiving this. If her middle name was Samantha and she was going by Samantha instead of Natalie, then that would make sense. If her name was Natalie, I don't know. I don't have one off the top of my head. Natalie Christmas Jones, right? And she goes, but you can call me Samantha. That's when you're like, what? What do you mean? That doesn't make sense. If her middle name was Samantha, then yeah, we'd be on to something. It's hard to tell when they don't give us enough information. Lisa, X had parts of her last letter. It was very mentally disturbing. Interesting. I'll have to find that. What's up, Teasel? Happy Freedom. What's up, Cinderella? Manic Miner. Some of the pics, she looks very tomboyish. Yeah, I was thinking she was tomboyish too. Doesn't necessarily mean that she's a shapeshifter because of that, but we wouldn't even be considering it if there wasn't so many that kept bringing firearms to school. That's, you can't give Democrats guns. They always take them straight to the school. What's up, Stacy? Happy Freedom. What's up, Kimberly? Kimberly, isn't the school shooter a shapeshifter? Yeah, see, that's what we're trying to figure out. Danny, split personality disorder? Could be. Definitely could be. That's why it'd be interesting if they would put out any kind of medication she was receiving, or if she was seeing a therapist or a counselor for mental issues of sorts. It's hard to say. Terry, why no pretty fun stickers? Oh, because we're demonetized, Terry. YouTube demonetized me, so whatever new features are out, I don't have access to it. Wayward, if your kid's under 18, you have to monitor their online presence. Absolutely. Wayward, did she poop in a litter box? Sad, but questions must be asked. Yeah, Wayward. That's what we're trying to figure out. What does kitty litter look like? We could tell. We could tell why through the kitty litter. We'll see. We'll see if we'll get a follow-up on this video. Like I said, we're starting to get into the stages where they're going to start over providing information. Tomorrow they're going to say there was 12 dead. And then the day after they'll say there was only 6 dead. And the day after they'll say, what do you mean there was never any dead people? And so we're starting to get to where they're going to blur the lines. They're going to over provide information that conflicts with each other. And maybe we'll have a follow-up with this story. Like I said, AOC makes play for top Democrat in House Oversight Committee. But first, I want to remind you guys to go check out this Only Hooligan store that Alistair put together. Alistair put together the store as well as all the custom Hooligan Christmas ornaments inside. So I'm dropping the link in the chat real quick so you guys can go check out all the hooligan Christmas ornaments that he put together. They come in a wood version or a metal in, I don't know if it's resin or what it is, but there's a metal version and a wood version. You can get them in singles or you can get them in the whole set, but definitely go check out the Only Hooligan store. Give me a second here. We're going to pull up this AOC video.
You got to...
YouTube really does stick that blue banner on every video for no reason. They are so butthurt about the election that they stuck it on every video on the platform. Fuck YouTube. Either way, hit that thumbs up over on Rumble. Let's get into this AOC video.
You got a pretty good in-party fight among Democrats. Squad member AOC battling to become the ranking member of the powerful House Oversight Committee. Chad Pergram's on that story live on the Hill. How is this going back and forth? Chad, good morning.
Bill, good morning. This is really a fight over the future of the party, old versus new. The battle between Jerry Connolly and Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez to be the top Democrat on the Oversight Committee crystallizes challenges Democrats face after the election. Now, the only thing worse in politics than an intra-party fight is a controversy over age. Ocasio-Cortez is 35, Connolly is 74. Republicans don't get to pick, but they prefer Ocasio-Cortez. Republicans hope to highlight left-wing policies.
The Democrats are turning on AOC. I think she represents a big segment of the Democrat Party that believes in socialism, that believes in the Green New Deal, that believes in wokeism.
Two other races for other committee slots amplify internal Democratic fights. Jerry Nadler already stepped aside as the top Democrat on the Judiciary Committee.
The caucus tends to evaluate committee leadership on a case-by-case basis. The best members, who happen to be the most senior members to lead those committees, emerged at the top.
Now, former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi backs Connolly. So does the more moderate New Dems coalition. The Progressive and Hispanic caucuses support Ocasio-Cortez. Bill?
Some strange lines, strange wires getting crossed there. Thank you, Chad, for that. Chad Pergram, thanks.
I don't know. I don't think it's going to come down to AOC. I think they're going to give it to somebody else. AOC's got that crackhead squirrel energy, and everybody knows it. They can lie about it if they want to. But nobody wants to put AOC in any more power than she's already in. Have you seen her videos? She is off her rocker. She doesn't need to be in charge of any oversight committee, and I don't think she has the support to do it. And it's really funny when you think about the fact that she wants to run for president. I don't think she has what it takes at all. Next up, police have detained 14 people in Aurora, Colorado. We got this video and the next one. We're going to play them back to back. The next video is titled, "This is 100% gang activity, and there's a high assumption they may be affiliated with the Tren de Aragua gang." Like I said, we're going to play them both back to back coming up next. But first, we're going to read through the chat, see what you hooligans think about crazy AOC. Oh, I don't know anything about that, hair juicer. Thank you for tagging me in that, Zero. I'm going to check it out after the live. Turbo, there's a manifesto. She put it on Google Doc X or something like that, but didn't put it as public. But the boyfriend leaked some of it from her Discord. Crowder covered it this morning. Thank you for letting me know, Turbo. We'll have to see about the manifesto. Breeze by you. Posting the murder rabbit. That's funny. The funny video of the day was almost rabbit related, but I didn't know if enough people have seen the Monty Python stuff for it to make sense. Mr. B New, what, you just posting about big booty Latinas? Is that all right, man? That's all right. There ain't nothing wrong with that. Holy. What's up, Enter User? Happy freedom to you. Tree Herder, not sure how exposing personal stuff like what meds the kid was tortured with is going to help anyone not involved understand anything. Well, I could just tell people why they did it, because right now nobody knows why. They don't know if this person was mentally unfit and went and killed a bunch of people, or if they were just having a bad day and went and killed a bunch of people, if they were being bullied and went and killed a bunch of people. If they were on medication, it would kind of point in a direction of why this person did it. And usually when someone is considered a killer, people aren't really worried about their right to privacy. I mean, and that person's dead. Yeah, they were a child, but they're a killer and they're dead. So if they were alive, then, you know, it'd be questionable about exposing their medical condition or the medicine that they were taking. But considering it's a murderer, they kind of revoke that right to privacy, just like inmates in prison and stuff. You can find all kinds of information on them because they're considered public, or they're state property, so their information is available to the public. Non-woke, January 20th will be here soon. Can't come soon enough. I think it's 34 days until Inauguration Day. Hair juicer, fuck daylight savings. Dark at 4 o'clock is bullshit. I agree, hair juicer. I was just looking out the window too. I was like, damn, how long have we been live? Yeah, we're not sure. Guess who? I'm just trying to figure it out. Oh, you're a badass, Kimberly. Thank you. Hooligans Island in the chip clip video. I was wondering what to do about that. Maybe we'll play it. Maybe we'll play it today. Maybe we'll have 3 funny videos. Our first video is a feel-good video, so maybe we'll do a feel-good video and we'll do 2 funny videos, and we'll bring back the chip clip video. Alright, we're going to get into this next one. Like I said, we're going to play these 2 back-to-back because they have to do with the same thing. First one's titled, Police Have Detained 14 People in Aurora, Colorado. You know, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm pretty sure this video has kind of got clashing information as well. I think in the first video they say 14 people are arrested, and then in the second video they say 15 people are arrested. It all has to do with the apartment complexes that were taken over by Tren de Aragua Venezuelans over in, or is it Aurora, Colorado? Yeah, in Aurora, Colorado. So it's the same apartment buildings. They just arrested 14 people there, and they're not really sure if they're Tren de Aragua or not. Either way, hit that thumbs up over on Rumble, and let's get this rolling.
Okay, Aurora, Colorado now. This is a live look now. The sun is up there in that state, and police have now detained 14 people in reported armed home invasion. That's the same apartment complex where a lot of people were complaining about the armed Venezuelan gang members roaming the halls. Reports indicate that investigators said that several suspects entered the apartment and had 2 people inside. The suspects then reportedly moved the victims to another apartment complex, or rather another unit on the property where police said they were found threatened and bound. An adult man sustained a non-life-threatening stab wound. At the moment, police say it's unclear if the suspects are connected to the Venezuelan gang Tren de Aragua, but we'll get a live report in Colorado 30 minutes away and bring you the latest on that developing story. Okay, Aurora.
All right, like I said, we're going to play these back to back. Let's pull up this next video here. This next one's titled, This is 100% Gang Activity, and there is a high assumption that they may be affiliated with Tren de Aragua. Same exact incident, second opinion on it. Let's get this rolling.
Based on the actions that I saw, based upon how this event unfolded, this is 100% gang activity. It's gang activity at Dallas. There are Venezuelans involved. So again, there is a high assumption that they may be affiliated with the TDA gang. But again, I am not going to say 100% positively until that is validated and verified based on the actions that I saw, based upon how this event unfolded.
All right. Well, that's information on 14 or potentially 15 people arrested over at the Aurora, Colorado apartment complex that's been taken over by Tren de Aragua. Seems like the police are actually cracking down. This is kind of a follow-up if they are Tren de Aragua, because we did cover a week or so ago that there was a bunch of them taken down in a human trafficking ring or something like that. And so they arrested a ton of people that were at the time all Tren de Aragua. Now, again, I don't know if these people actually are or not. Chances are they are, but they're actually busting them. Hopefully they keep them in prison, at least long enough for President Trump to deport them. We don't want them here in prison forever, because then we're paying for them to be alive, and that's unnecessary. Next up, we got our funny videos. I did find the chip clip video, since you guys are so fond of it. And we're going to play that one after our wise words video, our feel good video of the day. So like I said, that is the last little bit of our news. So we got our fun stuff coming up next. The very next video is titled Wise Words from Muhammad Ali. But first, we're going to read through the chat, see what you hooligans think about this gang situation over in Aurora, Colorado. What's up, Russell? Happy freedom. Bring out the gallows and start stringing these people up. Yeah, Russell, they'd stop behaving like that if there were some real consequences. Astro Hammer, Monty Pythons. I'm a woman now. Call me Loretta. Yeah. I love those movies. Those movies are awesome. Here, Juicer, I'll post some chip clips. Well, they got to come with a disclaimer. Non-woke Colorado voted blue. Yeah, they did vote for this, didn't they? Totally care. AOC can't run for president. Now with those donkey teeth, maybe she'll shave them down. Ghostly, police made it clear that they will look the other way on crime for political gain. Tyrants, all of them. Absolutely, Ghostly. Non-woke, the adults can fix this after J20. You're right. You are right. Teasel, my friend owns the apartments next door. Hell before, hell now, times 100. Yeah, Teasel. Well, that's the thing. Nothing got better while Old Man Walter was in charge. I know that. So anything that was bad is now worse, and anything that was good, well, now it's doing bad. But it's coming to an end because, you know, we voted in President Trump. We're just waiting for him to take office. I know not everything's going to be fixed on day one, but at least we're heading in a good direction. Because I remember a year ago, everybody was saying, I don't think we're going to make it another year. I don't know how we're going to make it under Biden's regime. And now here we are. We went out and voted like we were supposed to. We got the Orange Eagle into office. Now we're just waiting for due process to happen, you know, for everything to take the time it needs for the transition to happen. What's up, Rhyme Time? Happy freedom to you. Hooligans Island, you finally hung your ornaments. I wasn't going to say anything, but yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. I did actually do it, and I think it looks all right. It looks much better than being a naked tree. RC1, the waiting is the hardest part. You are right. And it sucks when you have Old Man Walter constantly embarrassing us every day, allowing illegals to continue through the border, sending $1 billion to Africa while North Carolina is suffering. You know, that's the hardest part, is watching them just continue to burn down the country, knowing that we did all we were supposed to do, and we're just waiting for our guy to get into office, and then in the meantime, we just have to enjoy the fire that is our country. Matt, I'm still wondering if the chip clip is a length test or a pain tolerance test. It's both, Matt. It's a man test. That's what it is. It's length and pain tolerance. Length with pain tolerance. It's like finding the area of a square. You know, I'm pretty sure it's like that. That's how you do the formula. Russell, do you have blue balls on your tree? I do have one. I'm pretty sure. I got a blue snowflake somewhere. Oh, no, we got a blue one right here. We got a blue snowflake somewhere. I saw it earlier. It's on there. I don't know where it is, but it's there. I swear. I don't know where it is, though. Maybe Klaus Daniels jacked it. He was here for a second. He stole some Christmas ornaments and left. Called it a day. Anyways, we're going to get into our funny videos of the day, but the first one's actually a feel-good video. Now, before we get into this, I want to remind you guys really quick, if you would like to support the live to keep us running, you're welcome to use that Linktree link in the description in order to make donations. You can do that by using PayPal, Cash App, Stripe, Locals, Buy Me a Coffee, or you can even send crypto. Like I said, we're getting into our fun stuff. This first video is our feel-good video of the day, and we have two funny videos of the day.
A friend is...
We're going to get started here. Get this pulled up. Bam. This first one is titled, once again, this is a feel-good video of the day. It's titled, Wise Words from Muhammad Ali.
A friend is one who will not even consider giving his life for you. That's a friend. Everybody you name are with me for money and for what they can get. I don't have no friends. I wrote a poem that says, friendship is a priceless gift that cannot be bought nor sold, but its value is far greater than a mountain made of gold. For gold is cold and lifeless. It can neither see nor hear, and in time of trouble it is powerless to cheer. Gold, it has no ears to listen, no heart to understand. It cannot not bring you comfort or reach out a helping hand. So when you ask God for a gift, be thankful if he sends, not diamonds, pearls, or riches, but the love of real, true friends. See, friends are very rare.
So like I said, that's our feel-good video of the day. Wise words from Muhammad Ali. Now we're going to get into our fun stuff because you guys requested it so much, we will be adding a funny video to the schedule here. This is our first of two funny videos, and once again, this is Boys Will Be Boys.
Hey, Dad, guess what?
What?
I put a chip clip on my wiener.
Okay.
You don't believe me?
Oh no, sadly I believe you.
Well, it hurt.
I'm sure it does. Take it off.
No, you gotta see this first.
I'm definitely not looking at that, so no.
Dad, can you please bring me another chip clip? I want to try out too.
I'm not giving you another chip clip to put on your...
Holy. It's just as funny the second time. All right, now we are getting into our official funny video of the day. Get this pulled up really quick. This one's nice and festive. This is titled Festive Candles for the Holidays.
It's time for the newest scent from Yankee Candle's holiday collection. Introducing the Get the Out of My House candle. It's the uninviting new fragrance that will let your guests know it's time to get the out of your house. Simply light the candle, and within minutes, unwanted guests will be a thing of the past.
Oh my God. What's it smell? You mean the Christmas spirit? Oh, it smells like hot garbage, like someone's microwaving garbage.
Now available in a variety of fragrances, including Old Shrimp, Sweaty Crocs, Hot Broccoli in a Ziploc bag, and New Jersey. Any one of these are sure to leave your guests with a headache.
I'm just gonna go run to the hospital.
Whatever you think is best. Yeah, okay. Scatter. Scatter.
This Christmas, let your guests know it's time to leave. Time for the newest scent from Yankee Candle's holiday.
The New Jersey scent smells like drones. Well, hooligans, that is all the coffee I had for you guys today. I'm going to drop this Linktree link in the description. We're going to read through the chat, see what you hooligans thought about today's coffee, and then we will be doing the Pledge of Allegiance and wrapping things up. So give me a second here. Drop this Linktree link really quick. Oh, what the fuck did I just clicked on? I don't even know how to explain that. I clicked and 3 different things happened because I clicked in the wrong spot. That's okay. Just trying to post a link here. Technology's great. Okay, got this under control here. There's a Linktree link where all of my links are listed. So if you would like to make donations, join membership programs, or purchase any merch, I would really appreciate it. All of your guys' contributions keep us running every day except for Sunday. So we gotta have a day to recharge those batteries. If I could talk. Either way, never mind. Just give up. I give up. Go join Discord is what I'm trying to say. That is our free hooligan community. It's the best way to be notified every single time we go live. The hooligans are there keeping the conversation going 24/7. And we have 2 news boards to keep you up to date with everything going on around the world. If you're feeling real saucy, go join jeffmaclive.com. Over on the website, it is the best way to experience the live. Our built-in chat has more ability than any other platform. You can post memes and GIFs and custom emojis and links and all kinds of stuff right there while watching the live. Our live player is ad-free, so it is an ad-free experience. Like I said, it's the best way to experience the live. You will also have access to Hooligans Alley, which is our private social media area. You'll have access to the forums, which is to encourage open discussion. You'll have access to the arcade, which is full of games that adapt to your phone that are a ton of fun. And you'll have access to our advanced messaging system with the built-in group chats. They give you the ability to text each other, call each other, video call each other, group texting, group calling, group video calling, and more. jeffmaclive.com is the place to be and the home of the hooligans. So definitely go get yourself a membership over on the website. We're going to read through the chat really quick, and then we'll be doing the pledge and wrapping this up. Astral Hammer, new scent, Black Lives Matter, mostly friendly protests. Very nice. It smells like burning plastic. Smells like a dumpster fire. Coming out next. Hey, thank you for being here, Breeze by You. I hope you have a great day as well. Zero piss and vomit. No. They'd charge extra for those candles. Oh, that's awesome, Tom. I'm glad you guys are digging the show today. It was actually a shit show, but I tried to make the best of it. Here, Juicer, New Jersey. Oh my God. See, that's what landed it on that right there, being the New Jersey scent. As soon as I got that far into the video, I was like, that's going to be our funny video of the day. Thank you, Pumpkin. I appreciate you being here with us. Too old to care. Need an Essence of Biden candle. It's just going to smell like shit. Too old to care. That's how it's going to go. Ghostly, as a father, a part of him was proud to know his son was innovating and pushing his own limits. Absolutely, Ghostly. His dad just didn't have the heart to tell him how many chip clips he can fit on his wiener. Oh, thank you for the compliment, Pumpkin. Enter user, the New York subway scent. Who knows what that smell like? Well, right now, it'd probably smell like Daniel Penny, wouldn't it? If we had liberals watching, their heads would have just exploded. We'd be getting mass reported right now. What's up, Rich? Happy Freedom. Hey, thank you, Terry. I appreciate you being here with us. Terry still taking volunteers for the chip clip experiment? We're all ranking how manly we are by chip clips. Why not? The world's already going to hell. Might as well know, right? Zero, remember when Jelly Belly came out with a vomit flavor? No, I just seen that stuff with the Harry Potter jelly beans. I can't think what they're called. They're called, I can't remember. It's something weird. But they got jelly beans of every flavor, and every flavor sucks. It's like tastes like socks and stuff like that. I don't know. It ruined jelly beans for me. Guess I want a Lena Haba Haba candle. Yeah, you gotta pay extra for those. Matt, I won't eat jelly beans because of their disgusting flavors. Yeah, Matt, that's where I'm at too. All right, hooligans, it's that time once again. Please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Holy. Voice is being weird. Either way, we're going to read through the chat one last time just to make sure no hooligans are left behind. But like I said, we will be live again tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern time for the very next Coffee with Hooligans. Guess I got the smallest ones I could find. Yeah, we need to standardize it. Standardize? I can't even think of the word now. We need to create a measurement of chip clips so we are all equal. I think we got to do the clothespins. Those are the easiest to find. Here, Juicer, y'all ain't ready for my chip clips. You're right here, Juicer. I am not ready for it. Thank you, Matthew. I appreciate you being here with us. Hooligans Island. Next thing you know, the boy will be attaching live crawfish to his Oscar Mayer. He's be like, Dad, look at this. His dad ain't gonna be able to tell what it is because he's doing the helicopter. It'll be all right. You know the crawfish is gonna have a time of his life. Thank you, Zero. I appreciate you being here. Thank you, Rappy. All right. Thank you, Screaming Eagle. Much love to you. Well, I think we are good to go. Like I said, we will be live again tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern time for the very next Coffee with Hooligans. I appreciate all of you guys being here. I hope you have a fantastic night, and hopefully I'll see you right here tomorrow. Huge shout out to everyone that made donations, joined the membership programs, or purchased any merch. I really appreciate all of you hooligans, and I wouldn't be able to do any of this if it wasn't for you. So thank you so much for all your support, and I'll see you on the next live. Until then, stand tall, shine bright, and that's a wrap.